Hello students, in today's video I am going to teach you about the attemptation of cue card in your speaking module for IELTS examination. But before that, if you have not pressed the subscribe button yet, please press subscribe button, and if you want to get updates from our channel, press bell icon too. So students, many of you have told me that you have a problem in speaking module specifically talking about the cue card. Many of the students get stuck in between while speaking. They say that they lack ideas, they lack vocabulary and are hesitant to speak fluently. So I will tell you in this video how to speak fluently while you are giving your speaking test. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that is important in your cue card is to read the question carefully. Okay, so you have to read the question carefully. So what is the question that is given here is, describe a famous person that you are interested in. So in IELTS speaking test, you are never being asked the question that you have never heard before. Okay, so they always ask you something that is related to your life. For example, they asked you randomly the person that you are interested in. So in our daily routine, in our daily life, we are interested in one or the other person. Okay, so that is what is being asked to us in the IELTS examination. But when you are giving your speaking test, you should choose a topic that has content along with it. For example, if I choose a personality, my mother or my father, so I may lack some ideas for that. So if you want to work on your ideas, find out a person for this topic specifically. Find out a person that you are going to talk about that has much more content with his or him. For example, you can talk here about a political leader who is your favorite, or you can talk about a singer, a dancer, whatever the person or the celebrity you follow. Okay, so here are the questions that are also given along with the cue cards. So it is not a mandatory condition that you have to answer all the questions, but yes, it is helpful to you people. If you answer all these questions, your contents get exaggerated and you are able to speak for 2 minutes. Okay, so which is your required time period. Okay, so when you are speaking about a cue card, you can add much more questions from your side as well, but the thing that you have to keep in your mind, that you should not go out of the topic. Okay, so you should revolve around the topic, whatever you speak, no matter, but you should be inside the topic. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to attempt this cue card, and I am going to tell you that how you can prepare for new ideas. Okay, so the question here is, describe a famous person that you are interested in. As I have mentioned earlier, that the famous person that you are going to talk about should be a personality that about what you should have a content. Okay, for example, you can talk about our prime minister, or you can talk about a singer. Okay, so here in this cue card particularly, I am going to talk about a singer. So who this person is, so she's a singer, and I am also going to mention the name of that singer, which is Neha Kakkar. Okay, so how you know about this person? Through social media. So first thing that is quite important in your speaking test is your task response. Okay, so whatever is being asked to you, you should answer that thing firstly. Okay, so what you have to do is answer the first two questions in 2 to 3 lines of your speaking test, so that examiner would get to know that you know whatever is being asked to you. Okay, so next question is, what sort of life they had before they became famous? A struggle filled life. Okay, so here I am writing some shortcuts, but after that I am going to tell you that how you can prepare for it. Okay, how this person became famous? Through her hard work and talent. Okay, explain why you like this person. Okay, so usually the last 2 or 3 questions are the questions that need to be exaggerated, that need to be explained in your cue card, because you have to speak for 2 minutes continuously about that thing, whatever is your cue card about. Okay, so last 3 questions are usually the questions that cover whole of the cue card. Okay, so if you want to add anything on your own basis, then you can add, but you should not go out of the topic. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the ideas that how you can prepare for your cue card. So you can start, well, I am interested in so many famous people, but here I would like to talk about one of those. She is my idol. Her name is Neha Kakkar. She is an Indian playback singer. Okay, initially I was not aware about her. Once my friend told me that I should listen to a song sang by Neha Kakkar, which was basically dedicated to her mother on Mother's Day. When I just heard that song, I was spellbound, and I searched about her on social media as well. Then I got to know about her life completely. And while searching about her, I read an article written on her life. She was quite sincere since her childhood. Her life was very hard when she was a child. They could just earn hand to mouth in their earlier days. So here they is referring to her family. Okay. So what is next? When Neha was just 7 years old, she started singing with her sister in little get togethers, and she realized that her passion was singing, and through her struggle, hard work, and talent, she became successful singer in her life. I saw one of her interview in which she said that it took her approximately 30 years of her dedication, patience, and talent to become what she is right now. Okay. So I was awestruck to see such a tremendous dedication. You should write here, I was awestruck to hear, because you heard about her. Okay, so I was awestruck to hear such a tremendous dedication of her, and I feel quite inspired from her journey, and that is the reason that I like her the most. Okay, so Neha Kakkar is the personality in whom I am interested in. Okay, so you can write about any person that you are interested in, but this is just an example that I write all about her life. Okay, so now I am going to speak about this. Okay, so once you organize your ideas while speaking, then it is not a difficult task for you to speak. Okay, so now I am going to let you know that what I have written. Well, I am interested in so many famous people, but here I would like to talk about one of those. She is my ideal. Her name is Neha Kakkar. She is an Indian playback singer. Initially, I was not aware about her. Once my friend told me that I should listen to a song sang by Neha Kakkar, which was basically dedicated to her mother on Mother's Day. When I just heard that song, I was spellbound. Okay, so what is the meaning of spellbound here? That I was completely surprised. Okay, so I was not able to speak about something, and I searched about her on social media as well. Then I got to know about her life completely. Okay, so फिर मुझे उसकी जो है लाइफ के बारे में थोड़ा सा आइडिया हुआ. And while searching about her, I read an article written on her life. She was quite sincere since her childhood. Her life was very hard when she was a child. Her family could just earn hand to mouth in their earlier days. When Neha was just 7 years old, she started singing with her sister in little get togethers, and she realized that her passion was singing. And through her struggle, hard work, and talent, she became a successful singer in her life. I saw one of her interview in which she said that it took her approximately 30 years of her dedication, patience and talent to become what she is right now. So I was awestruck to hear such a tremendous dedication of her, and I feel quite inspired from her journey. And that is the reason that I like her the most. So, Neha Kakkar is the personality whom I am interested in and whom I admire the most. Okay, so this is the way how you can talk about a person, you can speak about a person. In IELTS examination, you are not going to be asked any difficult question. Okay, so what you have to do is collect the idea or to speak about something that you know about. Okay, for example, I talked here about Neha Kakkar. She's my favorite singer. Okay, so I talk about her whenever the topic come about famous person, famous singer or celebrity or whatever it comes to. Okay, so she falls under all the categories. In a similar way, you can decide about a person, about what you are going to speak in whatever topic, such as famous person or famous celebrity or whatever the topic related to it comes to you. Okay, so this is how you can attempt the speaking module. Okay, so this is your end of today's lesson. I will see you in the next lesson. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe at your home, and please like our video too. Thank you so much.